You know, why did the United States drop 2 atomic bombs on Japan instead of just 1? In fact, when the United States dropped the first atomic bomb, Japan deceived its own people by saying that was the damage caused by a meteorite from outer space, tempting to continue World War II. If there hadn't been the long-term bombing by the second atomic bomb, World War II might have lasted for several more years. In 1945, the European battlefield had become clear, driven by militarism. Japan still tried to cover up the truth of the war's failure. The domestic people knew very little about the real war situation, and before that, the U.S. military had paid a huge price in the battles on the Pacific Islands. It was expected that if they directly attacked the Japanese mainland, it would bring unbearable losses. In order to end the war earlier, the United States finally made the decision to drop atomic bombs on Japan. The candidate cities at that time included Tokyo, Kamakura, Hiroshima, Nagasaki, and others, totaling 6. After careful consideration, the U.S. military finally locked the targets on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, because Hiroshima was a key point for the Japanese army and an important headquarters for Japan to defend the mainland, while Nagasaki was the core base of Japanese industry, especially the shipbuilding industry. On the morning of August 6, 1945, at 8 o'clock, 3 B-29 bombers entered the sky above Hiroshima from high altitude. Among them, one carried an atomic bomb weighing 5 tons. At 9:14, the bomber carrying the atomic bomb aimed at a bridge in Hiroshima, activated the automatic bomb-dropping device. 60 seconds later, the atomic bomb was dropped from the hatch. Then the bomber quickly turned and returned. 45 seconds later, the atomic bomb exploded at a height of 600 meters above the ground, instantly releasing a dazzling white light and a deafening explosion. The center of Hiroshima was instantly shrouded in a huge mushroom cloud. Flame pillars soared into the sky. The entire city was plunged into a sea of flames. According to post-war statistics, this atomic bomb caused the deaths of 88,000 Japanese people. Another 51,000 people were missing or injured among the 760,000 buildings in Hiroshima. 70,000 were damaged. The intense light waves produced by the atomic bomb explosion caused a large number of people to lose their sight. The high temperature of 11 degrees turned everything around the explosion into ashes. Under the influence of radioactive substances that followed, Hiroshima became barren. Many people who did not die immediately also suffered from various diseases in the subsequent radiation and eventually died in pain. However, the tragedy of Hiroshima did not immediately force Japan to accept the Potsdam Proclamation and choose to surrender unconditionally. The upper levels of Japan covered up the truth of the Hiroshima incident, claiming to the outside world that it was caused by a meteorite fall. But then the Soviet Union officially declared war on Japan on August 9, and on the same day, at 11:30 a.m., the United States dropped the second atomic bomb on Nagasaki. Among the 270,000 people in the entire city of Nagasaki, 50,000 died on that day. A series of blows finally accelerated Japan's unconditional surrender. The Emperor of Japan issued a surrender decree on the deck of the battleship Missouri in Tokyo Bay. Japanese Foreign Minister Shigemitsu MAM or UN Chief of Staff Umezu Yoshijiro signed the surrender documents, marking the official end of World War II. These 2 atomic bombs dropped on Japan have had a profound impact on modern warfare since World War II. Nuclear weapons, although not actually used in any war, but their huge power and destructive force, as well as the strong condemnation of the international community, make countries very cautious about the use of nuclear weapons. On the other hand, it is precisely because of the existence of nuclear weapons that, after World War II, there have been no large-scale wars worldwide. Most conflicts have manifested in the form of local wars. This can also be regarded as a glimmer of consolation in the misfortune brought by nuclear weapons.